Imagine reaching a point where no insult, lie, or act of disrespect can steal your inner peace. Picture yourself walking through life's chaos with such calm confidence that people wonder what secret keeps you so unshaken. The world around you hasn't changed. People still criticize, judge, and create drama. The difference is that their negativity no longer controls your emotions. You hear it, you notice it, but you refuse to let it disturb your peace. Now ask yourself honestly, how many times has one careless comment ruined your entire day? How often have you replayed an argument in your mind long after it ended, allowing it to steal your happiness? Most people don't control their emotions control them. One rejection, one insult, or one moment of disrespect is enough to change their mood completely. Not because the world is powerful, but because they unknowingly give away their power. The ancient Stoics understood something that modern psychology continues to prove. True freedom begins when you stop allowing other people to control your inner world. Think of a mountain during a violent storm. The wind roars, the rain crashes, yet the mountain remains still. That is the strength we're building today, not emotional numbness, but emotional mastery. By the end of this journey, you'll discover how to remain calm under pressure, handle criticism without losing confidence, and protect your peace, no matter what life throws at you. And before we begin, if you're ready to build an unshakable mindset and master the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, subscribe to Stoic Horizon, because every video is designed to help you become stronger, calmer, and impossible to break. Number 1, it's not them, it's your reaction. Most people believe their anger comes from someone else's words. They think it's the disrespect, the criticism, or the betrayal that steals their peace. But what if that's only the surface? The truth is, people don't create your emotions, they reveal them. Imagine two people hearing the exact same insult. One smiles, shrugs it off, and continues with their day. The other can't stop thinking about it for hours, maybe even days. The insult didn't change. The person did. So what made the difference? The answer lies within. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Every emotional trigger points to something already living inside you. A harsh comment doesn't plant insecurity. It exposes the insecurity that was already there. Rejection doesn't create fear. It awakens the fear you've been carrying for years. Think back to a time when someone ignored you. Was the pain really about that single moment? Or did it remind you of every time you felt invisible, unappreciated, or left behind? That's how the mind works. It connects today's experience with yesterday's wounds. This is why two people can face the same situation and walk away with completely different emotions. The Stoics understood this truth centuries ago. They believed that your peace should never depend on another person's behavior. You cannot control their words, opinions, or actions, but you can always control your response. And that's where real freedom begins. Instead of asking, "Why did they treat me this way?" ask yourself, "Why did this affect me so deeply?" That single question changes everything. It shifts your focus away from blaming others and toward understanding yourself. Every difficult person becomes a mirror, reflecting the parts of you that still seek approval, validation, or control. Plato wisely said, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." Conquering yourself doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, it means understanding them. It means recognizing when your ego wants revenge, when your pride demands recognition, or when your fear is disguised as anger. Because the moment you become aware of your reaction, you stop being controlled by it. You begin choosing your responses instead of repeating old emotional habits. This isn't weakness. It's the highest form of strength. The people who trigger you the most are often your greatest teachers, not because they're right, but because they reveal exactly where you still need to grow. So the next time someone offends you, pause before reacting. take one deep breath. Instead of blaming them, ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? That simple pause can change the direction of your entire life. Because true peace isn't found in changing other people. It's found in mastering yourself. And once you learn that, no insult, criticism, or act of disrespect will ever have the power to control your inner world again. Number 2, rewrite the script in your mind. Every reaction you have today was shaped by a story you started believing long ago. Long before you realized it, your mind was quietly writing a script based on your experiences, fears, disappointments, and the lessons life taught you. Over time, that script became automatic. It convinced you that being ignored meant you weren't important, that criticism meant you weren't good enough, and that rejection was proof you had failed. Without realizing it, you began reacting to life through those old beliefs, instead of seeing each moment for what it truly was. Carl Jung wisely said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Most people mistake these unconscious patterns for their personality. They say, "That's just how I am," when in reality, they're simply repeating emotional habits they learned years ago. The good news is that what was learned can also be unlearned. You are not trapped by your past unless you continue to live by the same script. Think about the moments that trigger you the most. Maybe someone interrupts you during a conversation, questions your opinion, or fails to appreciate your efforts. Your immediate reaction often feels justified, but what if it isn't the present moment causing your pain? What if that situation is simply activating an old wound that has never fully healed? The people change, the circumstances change, but the emotional pattern remains exactly the same. That's the clearest sign that the problem isn't outside of you. It's the story you've been telling yourself. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom begins when we stop reacting automatically and start responding with awareness. Between every event and every reaction lies a small but powerful space. In that space, you have a choice. You can follow the old script filled with anger, fear, and pride, or you can write a new one based on wisdom, patience, and self-control. That single moment of awareness is where your transformation begins. Viktor Frankl captured this truth perfectly when he wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." Every time you pause instead of reacting impulsively, you weaken the old script and strengthen a new one. Over time, that new script becomes your new identity, not one controlled by emotions, but one guided by purpose. Plato reminded us that the greatest victory is not over other people, but over ourselves. Rewriting your inner script doesn't mean pretending your emotions don't exist. It means refusing to let your past decide your future. It means questioning the beliefs that no longer serve you and replacing them with thoughts that bring clarity instead of chaos. The strongest people aren't those who never feel hurt. They're the ones who refuse to let old wounds write the next chapter of their lives. So the next time you feel triggered, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask yourself, what story am I repeating? And is it still true? That simple question has the power to break years of emotional conditioning. The moment you become the author of your thoughts instead of the prisoner of your past, you stop living on autopilot. You stop reacting to life and you begin creating it. That is the beginning of true emotional freedom, and it's one of the greatest gifts Stoicism can offer. Number 3, stop taking everything personally. One of the greatest sources of emotional pain is taking everything personally. Someone criticizes you, ignores your message, or disagrees with your opinion, and your mind immediately assumes it's an attack on your worth. But the truth is, most people's actions reveal more about their own struggles than they do about you. When you stop making every negative interaction about yourself, you take back control of your peace. The Stoics believed that your value is not determined by someone else's opinion. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we have power over our own minds, not over the minds of others. People will misunderstand you, judge you, and sometimes even disrespect you. But their behavior doesn't define who you are unless you allow it to. The moment you stop seeking validation from everyone around you, their words lose the power to disturb you. Ask yourself this: if someone insults you, does that insult change your character, or does it simply reveal their state of mind? Often the answer is the latter. When you realize that offense is a choice, not an obligation, you become emotionally stronger. Instead of reacting with anger, respond with calm awareness. Protect your energy by refusing to carry the weight of someone else's negativity. The next time you feel offended, pause for a moment and ask, is this really about me? Or am I giving someone else's opinion too much power? That simple question creates distance between you and the emotion. Over time, you'll stop reacting to every criticism and start living with a quiet confidence that no one can take away. True freedom begins the moment you stop taking everything personally. Number 4, people bleed their pain onto others. One of the most liberating truths you'll ever learn is this: not everyone who hurts you is trying to hurt you. Many people are simply projecting the pain they haven't healed. Their anger, criticism, coldness, or disrespect often has little to do with you and everything to do with the battles they're fighting within themselves. Hurt people frequently pass their pain to others because they don't know how to deal with it themselves. Carl Jung once said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people." When you understand this, you stop taking every harsh word as a personal attack. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" you begin asking, "What might this person be struggling with?" That shift doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it allows you to respond with wisdom instead of resentment. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control how others behave, we can always choose how we respond. You can set boundaries without becoming bitter. You can walk away without carrying their anger with you. Someone else's emotional storm doesn't have to become your own. Their behavior is a reflection of their inner world, not a measure of your worth. The next time someone lashes out, pause before reacting. Remind yourself, this may be their pain speaking, not the truth about me. That simple thought can protect your peace and prevent you from absorbing negativity that was never yours to carry. Real strength isn't found in fighting every battle. It's found in knowing which ones don't belong to you. Number 5, release hidden expectations. Much of the pain we experience doesn't come from what people do. It comes from what we expected them to do. We silently expect others to appreciate our kindness, return our loyalty, understand our feelings, or treat us the way we treat them. But when reality doesn't match those expectations, disappointment quickly turns into frustration and resentment. The truth is, people don't always act according to our standards, and expecting them to do so only gives them control over our emotions. The Stoics understood that peace begins where expectations end. You cannot control another person's choices, but you can control your own attitude. When you stop expecting everyone to meet your emotional needs, you stop giving them the power to disappoint you. Instead of demanding fairness from the world, choose to live according to your own values. Be kind, because kindness reflects your character, not because you expect something in return. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we should focus on what is within our control. Your honesty, compassion, and integrity belong to you. How others respond does not. When you release the hidden contracts you've created in your mind, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. You no longer keep score or wait for life to reward every good deed. Instead, you find peace in simply doing what is right. The next time someone lets you down, pause and ask yourself, am I hurting because of what happened or because of what I expected to happen? That one question can transform disappointment into wisdom. The less you expect from others, the more grateful you'll become for what they genuinely choose to give. And in that gratitude, you'll discover a freedom that no one can take away. Number 6, break the identity contract. One of the biggest reasons people suffer is because they become trapped by the identity they've created for themselves. Deep inside, many of us carry invisible beliefs like, I must always be respected, I can never be wrong, or everyone should see my value. These silent rules become an emotional contract with the world, and the moment someone challenges them, we feel offended, anxious, or angry. The pain doesn't come from their words. It comes from the fear that our identity is being threatened. The Stoics taught that true confidence doesn't come from protecting your image, it comes from knowing your character. Your worth is not determined by how others see you, but by how faithfully you live according to your values. When you stop defining yourself by your reputation, achievements, or the approval of others, you become far more difficult to shake. Criticism no longer feels like an attack because your identity is no longer built on other people's opinions. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that he couldn't control how people judged him, but he could always control his own actions. That's where real strength lies. You don't need to prove your intelligence, defend every misunderstanding, or win every argument. Sometimes the strongest response is quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't seek validation because it already knows its own worth. Ask yourself, who am I trying so hard to protect? If your peace depends on maintaining a perfect image, you'll always live in fear of criticism. But when you let go of that identity contract and focus instead on becoming a person of integrity, honesty, and wisdom, you discover a deeper kind of freedom. You stop performing for the world and start living according to your principles, and that is the moment you become truly unshakable. Number 7, remove the mask and become authentic. Many of us spend years wearing a mask without even realizing it. We hide our true feelings, suppress our opinions, and constantly try to become the person we think others will accept. We smile when we're hurting, pretend to be confident when we're full of doubt, and seek approval instead of authenticity. Over time, that mask becomes exhausting because you're no longer living as your true self. You're performing for everyone around you. The Stoics believed that real peace comes from living in harmony with your own values, not from meeting other people's expectations. You don't have to prove your worth by pretending to be perfect. The moment you stop chasing approval, you begin to experience genuine freedom. People may not always understand you, and that's okay. What matters is that your actions remain true to your character, even when no one is watching. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." That journey begins when you stop hiding behind fear and start embracing honesty. Authenticity doesn't mean being flawless, it means being real. It means accepting your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and no longer feeling the need to impress everyone you meet. Ask yourself, am I living according to my values, or am I living to satisfy other people's expectations? The answer can change your life. When you remove the mask, you stop wasting energy trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Instead, you become grounded in your truth, confident in your purpose, and at peace with yourself. And that quiet authenticity is far more powerful than any image you could ever create. Number 8, powerful conclusion. As we reach the end of this journey, remember one truth above all else. Your greatest battle has never been with other people. It has always been with your own mind. The world will continue to test you. Some people will misunderstand you. Others will criticize, reject, or disappoint you. But none of those things have the power to destroy your peace unless you give them permission. Stoicism isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming emotionally free. It's about choosing wisdom over impulse, calm over chaos, and purpose over pride. Every challenge you face is another opportunity to strengthen your character. Every insult is a chance to practice patience. Every disappointment is an invitation to let go of what you cannot control and focus on what truly matters: your thoughts, your choices, and your actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Those words are just as powerful today as they were nearly 2,000 years ago. The moment you stop trying to control the world and start mastering yourself, everything changes. You become calmer in conflict, stronger in hardship, and impossible to manipulate. That's the quiet power of Stoicism. So, before you leave, I want to ask you one simple question. Which Stoic lesson impacted you the most today? Write your answer in the comments below. Your insight might inspire someone else who is on the same journey toward inner peace. And if you're ready to build an unshakable mind, master your emotions, and apply timeless Stoic wisdom to your everyday life, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Horizon and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. If this video gave you value, please leave a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. You never know whose life you might change with a single click. Until next time, remember this: protect your peace, master your mind, live with purpose, because when you learn to control yourself, the world loses its power to control you.